What's up, everybody? It's your girl Nia, the video gamer, and I just finished watching the Xbox reveal. And I'm just gonna go ahead and give my brief thoughts. So first off, they came onto the stage basically reiterating that they want Xbox to be the all-in-one system, the thing that is the center of your living room. So they start off talking about some well, first they started off with the name. The name of the new Xbox is going to be Xbox One. Now, when they first said that the Xbox was going to be called the Xbox One, I was a little puzzled because, I mean, this is going to be the third Xbox, so it's just kind of crazy why they would name it the Xbox One, but I guess they're trying to do sort of like a rebranding or something. I'm not really sure what that whole thing is about, but I guess, I'll get used to the name just like I got used to the name Wii U. But anyway, it's basically a really sleek looking black box. I mean, it's like when I say black box, I don't mean that in a disrespectful way or anything, but it's a box. It's a black box, but it looks really really sleek, and it's supposed to come with Connect 2.1 in tow, which looks really really good. And Connect is gonna have like all these different well, not all these different, but Connect 2.0 is basically gonna be a lot more accurate than the original Connect, which makes sense. And just the way that they showed it off in the conference made it look a lot more intuitive. It's gonna be able to recognize a lot more joints and body motions and things like that. And they also said that the Xbox is going to have word of mouth controls, which is really not that new because the current Xbox 360 can do that with Connect, the voice recognition and all that kind of stuff. But they was basically just trying to show you guys how instant it is. There's some new feature with the voice commands that's called instant switching. So when you say something to Xbox, like say, Xbox on or Xbox TV, Xbox game, where it switches to back from game to TV, blah blah blah. It's very instant and quick, and the way that they showed it in the stream, it is very instant. It is very quick and clean looking. I like that a lot. Now, I noticed that they did mention Skype, and Skype is also able to use the voice commands. And I'm kind of confused as to if they're going to be using Skype in place of party chat. I don't remember if they actually, maybe I missed it, but I don't remember them specifically saying that they were going to replace Skype with party chat. But I don't know. I guess I don't know how that whole thing is gonna work. I guess that is yet to be seen. But it's pretty dope the way that Skype is gonna be able to interact with the Xbox One. Very intuitive, a lot different than of course, a lot more different than what you see on PC. Like it's made specifically for that console. Anyway, so as far as the specs are concerned, don't even ask me to like reiterate the specs because I am a absolute noob, an absolute noob when it comes down to specs. But basically, the Xbox One is supposed to have an 8-core CPU, 8 gigs of system memory, a 500 gigabyte hard drive, Blu-ray drive, 802.11 in wireless with Wi-Fi Direct, HDMI in and out, and USB 3.0. Don't ask me to talk about this stuff, cause I don't know. I'm gonna leave that to people like Shokyo who like know what they're talking about with specs or whatever. So as far as the controller is concerned, the controller still looks a lot the same as the 360 controller, which I'm actually a little bit bummed about because one of the main reasons why I don't play my Xbox that often is because I do have tiny hands and that controller is not comfortable to me. And also what I noticed with the controller is that it's going to have a battery pack. I really hope to goodness that it's going to be a rechargeable battery pack because I am not about that battery life like with the 360. I mean, I guess batteries are cool. It's really not that big of a deal, but it's just like you have all of this cool stuff in your box, but yet you're still gonna have a battery pack on your controller, like whatever. Anyway, as far as Xbox Live is concerned, there is going to be 300,000 servers powering the online and everything that I guess I don't know exactly how the cloud works. Don't ask me. I'm not very technical, but apparently everything that you have on your Xbox Live account is going to be stored in the cloud. So I guess that means that like say if you like your Xbox breaks or something like that, then you could obtain your information directly through the cloud or whatever. And then when it comes down to stuff that you had on your 360, you wouldn't have an issue transferring to your Xbox One. Like how the PS4 you might not be able to transfer your like PSN stuff and stuff like that. I'm assuming, I don't know, like call me out on it because I really don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, EA Sports came out basically saying that they're gonna have a new sports game engine called Ignite that's gonna work for the Xbox One. I don't know if the engine is exclusive to Xbox One or not, but they did talk about that. And they also said that FIFA 14 Ultimate Team, I guess it's a different I don't know, a different edition of FIFA 14 is gonna be Xbox One exclusive. Also, the games that they didn't really talk about games. This conference was really mostly about talking about the hardware, what the system can do. I'm assuming that they're gonna save games for E3. Fingers crossed that they talk about games at E3, but I'll talk about that later. But they talked about Forza 5. Forza 5 is gonna be at launch, and more is gonna be revealed about Forza 5 at E3. And they also talked about a new IP called Quantum Break, and I guess it's about a little girl with some type of superpowers. I'm not really sure what that's about. They didn't really show a whole lot about it. I'm assuming they're going to go a lot more in detail about Quantum Break at E3. So to the games, they didn't show a whole lot of games except for those two and Call of Duty Ghosts, which I'll talk about later. But apparently the Xbox One is going to have 15 exclusive games. 8 of them will be brand new franchises. So that's really exciting, and I could probably get over that Xbox controller if they come with some convincing games that appeal to me. So that's yet to be seen. All I'm gonna say about that is wait to E3. And some lady from 343 Studios came to the stage and said that they're gonna be producing a live action Halo series with Steven Spielberg that will be exclusive to Xbox One. That is definitely something that I would be tuning into if I got an Xbox One. So that's pretty interesting. And then, they announced that the Xbox One will be available later this year. So the PS4 and the Xbox One are going to be competing against each other later this year. That's going to be crazy. Oh my goodness, I just can't wait to see how that's gonna fare. But anyway, they closed with Call of Duty Ghosts saying that, of course, there's gonna be some exclusive DLC for the Xbox One. Well, timed exclusive DLC for the Xbox One. They showed that Call of Duty Ghosts is gonna be working on a new engine. They didn't really show a whole lot of gameplay. They basically just kind of showed the studio Infinity Ward just kind of like working on the game, like kind of like how they did with Bayonetta 2 and Platinum Games, just kind of working on Bayonetta 2, but they didn't show actual gameplay. And basically the way that they talked about it in the stream was that the story was going to be very immersive, and it looks like it's going to be a very interesting game story wise. But I thought the same way about Black Ops 2, which I didn't play, but I did hear a lot of people saying that it's kind of meh, more of the same. But I'm not gonna say what I feel about it because, like I said, I haven't played a Call of Duty game ever. I mean, I might. I mean, I have a copy of Black Ops 2 that I've played for a little bit, but I haven't really just went ham on it like that or whatever. But as far as the way that the game actually looks, honestly, to me, it doesn't look that much different from the Call of Duty that we're seeing now. But like, I'm not really a good judge of character when it comes down to that whole thing, so I'm not even gonna talk about all that. But I'm happy that they're trying to do something different with the new engine and the story, and hopefully it works out for Infinity Ward, and hopefully it kind of refreshes the Call of Duty brand for those guys out there that have been complaining about the same samey stuff for the longest time with Call of Duty. And I mean, as far as I could say from what I've seen from the trailer, it does look like this Call of Duty has got a little bit of love behind it. So I know that's just to be seen. I don't like to say until I can see more about certain things and stuff like that. But anyway, one of the questions that I had while watching this conference is this thing going to be backwards compatible? I mean, backwards compatibility for me, as far as 360 is concerned, it's not really that big of a deal because I don't really have that many 360 games, to be fair. But to a lot of people who have a 360 now and who bought all these games, for people not to be able to play their 360 games on the Xbox One would kind of suck. Hopefully they fix that problem. I remember there was a rumor saying that there was going to be a standalone drive or something that will allow you to play your 360 games on your new Xbox. I don't know if Sony's going to fix their problem for the PS4, but all of that's yet to be seen. And that's pretty much it, guys. that is basically a wrap up of what was talked about in the Xbox reveal today. I came in with basically little expectations, and I'm glad that I did because I was under the impression that we would be seeing more games, but that didn't happen. But I'm still keeping an open mind, and I'm just gonna wait for E3. So until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.